Less than a year since its establishment, Confluence University of Science and Technology, OSARA, has matriculated its pioneer students, numbering 246. This was a university conceived and actualized by Governor Yaya Bello's administration. Custech, the second state-owned university after the Prince Abubakar Audu University, Angba, established about 2 decades ago. Governor Bello envisioned strategically to build the technological and scientific to increase human resources of the state to provide the manpower needed to be engaged in any science and technology organization in the world, and especially when Ajakuta Steel will be revived.
At the matriculation ceremony held Thursday, 25th November 2021 at the campus of the institution in OSARA at Davi local government area of KOGI State, Governor Yaya Bello, obviously elated with the pace of development in the university, described it as a dream come true. He revealed that the idea of the university was inspired by the need to end the travails of Kogi citizens' unsuccessful search for admission into sciences, technology, and medical programs in universities across the country.
Our gratitude goes to the Almighty God for sparing our lives and granting us the opportunity to witness this formal induction of the pioneer students set of Confluence University of Science and Technology, Christian Custech, OSARA, KOGI State into the university. Today's matriculation ceremony is indeed a watershed in the history of educational development of KOGI State. My administration was greatly disturbed by the painful experiences of hundreds of young KOGI youngsters who were unable to pursue careers in science and technology due to very limited openings in universities outside KOGI State. I thank God that our very beautiful, young, talented girl alluded to that. She has missed admissions several times. We found that even with impressive scores in the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exams, otherwise UTME, cutthroat competition for limited spaces, and unfavorable catchment consideration usually put our children at a great disadvantage. Over the years, access to solid programs as medicine and surgery, pharmacy, architect, engineering, and others in this category kept dwindling for KOGI secondary school leavers. This trend became so worrisome that we just had to act as a government to bring to the only logical end. Problems make me combative for solutions.
According to Governor Bello, leadership exists to find solutions to problems, noting that this has been the driving force of his administration's approach to the challenges and development need of the state, and declared that Custech is one of the proofs of his commitment to solve problems in the state. The governor testified to the amazing success stories in the universities within a year of its establishment, assured of his readiness towards ensuring it achieves its founding visions and goals of raising generations of highly competitive professionals that will add meaningful values to humanity. While eulogizing the governing council, Professor Muhammad Audu and his team for helping develop the plan and vision of the university, as well as the pioneer management and staff for writing their names on the sand of time, Governor Bello charged the students to make maximum use of the opportunity to study at the Citadel of Learning. The Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Salaud Sadiku, said the establishment of Custech represents a milestone in the present administration's resolve to widen the spectrum of opportunities for the young generations to meet the challenges of the future as well as achieving self-actualizations.
Exists to find solutions to problems of those they lead, or they lose their moral authority to leadership. was thus my duty and the duty of my administration to solve this particular problem too for Kogi State, using all the resources of government at our disposal. Accordingly, and in line with the administration's avowed commitment to providing a wide spectrum of educational opportunities for our younger generations, we decided to take action by establishing a specialized university of our own, dedicated to science and technology. Not only was this action imperative, but it was also very much in sync with best practices in educational progressivism all over the world. In the spirit of the foregoing considerations, we sent a bill to the Kogi State House of Assembly, and the university's establishment bill was passed in record time. I immediately gave it the required governor's assent, and this was how this university came to be, at least on paper, and in the third quarter of 2020. Thereafter, we threw in everything we had and secured recognition by the National Universities Commission, NUC, for Custech in the fourth quarter of 2020. I intervened personally at every stage. Today, to the glory of God, the university is in the second semester of the first year of academic activities.
To the collection of tertiary institutions in Kogi State, the brainchild of His Excellency Alhaji Bello, the Executive Governor of Kogi State, Custech came into being not for cosmetics. In fact, citizens of Kogi State who are familiar with the mode of admission into Nigerian universities are living witnesses to the frustration expressed by the teeming secondary school leavers of the state, yearning for opportunities to pursue careers in science and technology related specializations. Stories of Kogi indigenes scoring impressively high marks in UTME and yet finding it difficult to secure admission into medicine, engineering, pharmacy, architecture, and so on, and a host of other professional programs have become commonplace and increasingly traumatizing. The search for opportunities to assuage these annual nerve-wracking experiences, still relying on the existing facilities in the state and the country in general, had become a mere mirage. Creation of a specialized University of Science and Technology became a compelling necessity in our state if succor should be brought to our youths that are in dire need of the opportunities embedded in this type of institution. We had hitherto witnessed the demonstrable commitment the state administration had dispensed towards tertiary education in Kogi State. The establishment of Custech represents the ultimate in the government's resolve to widen the spectrum of opportunities for the younger generation to meet the challenges of the future, achieve self-actualization, and maximally contribute their quota to national development and beyond.
In addition to 2 faculties and 11 programs in the sciences and information technology is already offers the university, Professor Sadiku disclosed is commencing engineering programs in the next academic session, saying this is extended to take full advantage of the technical environment Custech is domiciled. He commended Governor Bello for building immortal legacies across the state, in which Custech is one promising to ensure standard and quality in the institution. A cross-section of the students who spoke with journalists at the ceremony expressed gratitude to the state government for the establishment of the university.
I'm from the Faculty of Computing and Informatics in the Department of Software Engineering. I am humbly standing here as a representative of all other students to give appreciation to our dear Governor and Father for deeming it fit to add this university to the list of tertiary institutions in the state, which has given us all the great opportunities to be the pioneer students of this great institution. Without any iota of doubt, we believe His Excellency ventured into this out of his penchant for education. Your Excellency, many of us seated here joyfully matriculating today have been severally denied admission in other higher institutions outside the shores of Kogi State. This was a cog in the wheel of us moving forward with our academic pursuits. Some of us were already giving up when Custech came into existence through your executive efforts. Today, we have students from the eastern and western parts of Nigeria, and we cannot but celebrate your cosmopolitan nature that has brought us together. We also want to applaud the management and all staff members of Custech for looking after us as they would their kids and siblings. We strongly believe we're in safe hands till we graduate in flying colors from Custech. Lastly, we would like Alhaji Yahaya Bello and his team to know that we will not in any way disappoint them, but rather make them proud at all times. As a father that he is to us, we know he will always be there to make us his children happy at all times. We wish you all a safe journey back to your respective destinations.
To round up the event, Governor Bello performed the groundbreaking of the university's Senate building, library, faculties of basic medical and health sciences, engineering, computing, and informatics. Over 200 students were matriculated as pioneer undergraduates. Ifi Imodu, reporting for MLC TV News.